is the previous low. So really, where should I go? Let's look at daily. So daily, you can see the value area low is the 54.56, right? But the 54.56, very, very thin support here. And then a big volume gap. So I'm thinking if we cannot stop here, then it will go to 53.70-ish. And if we do stop here, so that's going to be 3. And the 4, I don't really think it's going to go too high. I think 50, I want to say 5,800 is the max. Most likely, maybe really just 5,700. And I will show you on chart. So this is daily 1, 2, 3, probably. And 4 shouldn't be higher than 2. So I'm thinking maybe 57, 70, maybe 57.70 here. That was the Friday high, not Friday, Thursday high, I think. And let's look at the naked chart. Okay, so yeah, last week low 56.02 is the first resistance. You know what? Let's look at a smaller time frame where we could go, even though I shared everything on the planning channel. But here is apparently your first resistance, right? 56.18 to 56.30. So probably 23, if we could get over here, then the 56.50 to 60 area. And ideally, we could bounce to 56.80, ideally. And we will look into buying puts. Now, talking about buying puts, I never use the SPX NDX chart. I always use ES, NQ. But remember, I gave you a whole bunch of examples how you can enter uh, shares or whatever. It's following the same rule, right? So this is Friday. This is Wednesday. You can see clearly like the MACD crossover below and then 3 moving arrows till down, right? So and you have downside target, so you know how to enter it. And even on the option part, this is the Friday puts, right? 56.20 puts we put on. That's exactly even on 15 minutes. What did you see? That's exactly the entry as I gave you on the in the example channel, right? So if you can use this, you don't have to use 2 minutes or 4 minutes, but you can see 30 minutes even. Clearly that's done. So anyways, I just want to add a little bit. I think this, if you have this on, then could help you with your option trades on NDX, SPX, right? So, okay, so Qs, we closed Friday here, 19,360. We dropped another 200 point, and this is daily. This daily we hit 76.4. Like this is not pullback anymore. This is full correction for NQ. NQ dropped 15.5% from the high already. Um, so my downside target is 18,850, like 18,860. Maybe another 150 points to go. No, 200 points. 300. that's another 1.5%. So so now you know where we are. And on Bitcoin, it really didn't drop as much I think, because I'm still eyeing here target. But it doesn't mean this is only daily wave 3, right? We still have daily wave 5 down yet. Okay, so daily wave 5 down. So 54, 56 will be somewhere here. This wave 3 down, then this is probably going to be wave 5. So the top, this 3 green lines is going to be where the downside, I think, for this round. And however, I checked so many different scenarios. And so 2018 have very, very similar. I'm really finger crossed. I'm hoping this is not 2022 because I do not really want this year to be 2022. And I'm very afraid it could be. And why I don't want this to be 2022, because 2022, it dragged on and on and on and on and on and on. There's really this is 2022. I remember this year very, very, I moved at the beginning, at the beginning of the year, and I didn't have a chance to take my 401k out in the money market in cash. And I had to write through the whole thing. I just didn't do it. Anyway, so it really didn't have a back to all-time high until January 2024. That's like over a year or something, right? I mean, it doesn't mean it didn't come back up. It did, but the whole year just dragging down, down, down. So 2018 is why I'm hoping this 2018, regardless what you read headline. That's why I don't read news and I don't read anything. I don't trust anyone, whoever guru, Tom Lee or whoever. Like the bears always call, oh, there's a recession this year, that year, and every other year. And eventually they are right. But they've been saying this every year for the past 10 years, right? So anyway, I have said this last year, I think 2025, we're going to have a big pullback. And that's purely because what I see on this monthly chart. It's not that I have a crystal ball. We are very, very close to here. So I'm going to remove this. This purely for showing you guys on the volume profile. So we are almost there, like 54, 23, like 27, this probably 30. Okay. So 54.30, we have to get there. There's no question whether we will. We will, just a matter of time. We do have a tiny support here at 53.70. And if that lost, there's really no support until 53.28. That in SPX will be 52 minus 50 points, 52.70. And so I'm hoping that would stop there. Otherwise, we have to go to 51 something. Like, so I'm hoping hit 54.32 and that's it. We are going. Worst case scenario, like 253, like another 100 point lower. I'm hoping that's the worst case scenario. So 2018, we bottomed exactly on April 2nd. And I just shared the whole timeline for the first round of tariff in our chat channel. And it's so identical almost similar. Okay, so I don't know how to let him in. He was removed. Once he got removed, he can't come back in. So we bottom on there and then just keep going, 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 going. By the end of September, we made a new high. So, and then it drop and drop and drop. That because the real tariff war with China began. And I don't believe we are going to have, okay, I don't know. It could happen, but and then 2020, we know what 2020 happened, right? Hold on, am I in the wrong spot? 2018? No, I'm not on the wrong spot. So, okay, just 18. Okay, so from October, and then the real war with China, tariff war started, and this is whole dropping. So I'm finger crossed. I hope we don't have this part in 2018. So I'm hoping we are going to see the bottom on April 2nd, and then we are going to rally back up. So that's what I'm hoping. But if we follow 2022, which I don't believe we follow 2022 because we don't have rate hike cycle, right? So in June, if we have rate cut, then that would help the market. However, I always want to share the bearish news. Looking at monthly chart, this is monthly, right? QQQ. You know, let's for consistency purpose, let's always use SPY. But SPY QQQ very similar. So you're looking at monthly chart here. And the BFW, we have been using this indicator for a while, right? So every time we see 4-hour and daily or 4-hour turning green, usually gave us a big run up. If it's 4-hour turning red, then make sure that it gave us a long run. But now you see monthly just getting started here. Okay, so are we going to have just 1 month red, or we are going into April? And let's look at quarterly. So you guys by now all know STRAT, right? We have quarterly STRAT reversal down, right? So when you see quarterly reversal, there is a few times, right? Usually at least it hit this downside target with 503.77 for SPY. And this is 2022. That's why finger crossed. I don't want this 2022. I would rather have this, you know, and then we can go running back up. So anyway, going back to SPY. So we are going to have daily wave 3 down. Once the wave 3 is printed as PY, we can watch on daily time frame. Like if we have bullish signal, we can do call. And after daily wave 5 printed, we can do some leap calls. But for now, we should avoid loading too heavy. You can do day trading, like a 30 minutes reversal up or down. You can do long and short, no problem. But larger position, I think we need to wait. We need to wait for finish dropping. And AVGO, they all look really bearish. SMH, all these sectors. So XLP, this is daily wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this still have more room to the upside. And XLU is what NEE, right? Is another ticker that I gave. And is it too late to go in? Let me see. NEE, XLU. Let's look at hourly. Hourly looks down. Daily looks daily 1 2. I don't know whether this is accurate. Sometimes I don't always trust it. You have to use your own judgment. But XLP daily, hourly, 1 2. I don't know. Is this right? Really? Okay, so clearly weekly target is 86. But anyway, let's look at the PG. PG on daily is above PLC. I don't believe this wave indicator wave counts because clearly it's above Valieri low, above PLC. So there's no reason this doesn't continue go higher to 174. Let's look at naked chart, PG. So sometimes you think you have this indicator and then you're like, okay, I'm going to be like unbeatable. Not really. You are still beatable. So here clearly it's about all three moving averages except the blue. I think the blue moving arrow did break, like push the price down, but I think we are going to continue here, continue higher. Anyway, so Wix, it's at 1 2. I don't know that's 1 2, but the wick is so low. So you can see this is hourly, wave 3. We can come back down a little bit and then going higher. But on 2 hour time frame, I'm seeing 32. And was that Friday flow? I did see about 700,032 call for April 17, I think. So let's see. NEE. NEE is going lower. Okay, no NEE. What about SOL? SOL on daily. 1 2. Never mind. Then Duke. Duke has a lot more room to go, but it's so high already. I hesitate to call this. Weeks ago, I gave ExxonMobil and look at ExxonMobil from 103 to 120. CVX was another oil company I give. It from 147, $20. $20 better than down $20, right? So I would take up $20 anytime, any day. I think XOF doesn't look too bad. Sector XOF. Berkeley BRK.B or BRK-B, depending on what platform you use, it's been making new high. However, this company is buying. This is inside information. You can't say I told you this. They're buying Occidental chemical part of the business, not oil gas part of the business. So my friend is the high level safety person in Oxy corporate level. So she saw the uh Lubrizol. I don't even know whether Lubrizol is public company or not. You know what? I'm so curious. Lubrizol finance. Yeah, finance. Yeah. Lubrizol. Lubrizol. I think it's private. It's a Warren Buffett owns it. I don't know what the ticker symbol is. Let me Google it. Stock. Lubrizol stock symbol. Okay, LZ, that's LegalZoom. So Lou Barizo. I don't know. It says LZ stock. LZ. You cannot have two companies the same LZ, right? Nope, it's not here. I don't know why. Interesting. So either way, the executives from this company and Warren Buffett was touring those plants. So I think the inside information they're buying it. And I'm trying to see what this price is, whether we should buy Occidental stock, Lubrizol, to take advantage of it. It doesn't give me ticker. I don't know, guys. When I Googled, they said LZ, but when I put LZ in there, it doesn't give me. Lubrizol. Lubrizol stock symbol. It clearly says this. I'm putting this in the chat. It's clearly said LZ, but it wouldn't recognize LZ. It said LicoZoom. Anyway, so I was thinking we can buy a little bit Occidental, and then if this company really buy it, this price can come up. I think this news already being leaked, probably. This is daily wave 4. Now the upside target is going to be 51. So $3. We could do it, like we could do a day trading for that tomorrow. So I'm so curious how much they're going to pay. So Warren Buffett has about 30, my friend said he has 60%, but I don't believe so. I think he has only about 30%. How much? How many percent? Warren Buffett owns Oxy shares. Okay, so I'm using a graph that stays every day, 28.2%. So, but my friend said he has over if okay, so he has other things. So if everything all together, it could be 40% ownership. He probably the biggest stakeholder anyways already. So okay, so tomorrow, I don't think tomorrow we are gonna go much higher. So if um ES come to 5650 area or here 5680, that's a tiny like week to week area. But sometimes when the sentiment is so bearish, this could be 5 to 10 minutes a supply zone. So once you look at chart long enough, you know where you don't even have to look at on any volume profile, you just know. So anyways, ideally it come back either this level or even better come to this level. So we can buy puts. And when we do buy puts, don't forget this, right? Use it. Use the knowledge I teach you guys. Look, on Friday, if you did this or this day, it's beautiful win, right? We know what the downside is, right? And so anyways, for yes, when you're losing 57.20, we know how much downside target is, right? But Friday afternoon was a little harder to trade because it was very grinding until the end. Anyway, so again, the downside levels, you have them. You should put those on your chart. Probably here will be 54, 56. 50, like this is a zone, not really a line. So if I have to put another one, I would say 56, yeah, this zone 5430 just gave a whole number easier. So this is a zone and here. So that's the level that I'm watching for before April 2nd. I think April 2nd, maybe by the news, like all the bad stuff out. And I don't believe we are having recession at this moment, not yet. Can we have it in the future when things develop? Yes, we can. And here is why. You all know how I feel about J. Paul and fats. So, okay, tell me, when CPI, PPI were both cooler than PCE, so shelter is they removed shelter from PCE. For a very long time, we have a CPI, PPI hot, sticky. It was because the shelter couldn't come back down, right? Now the shelter come back down a lot. And they said, by the way, we're going to remove this from PCE. What the? You can't do that. So that's why the PCE, it was so high. Otherwise, I don't see sign of reflation. I mean, okay, I'm not saying the price dropping. Inflation, we're talking about how fast of the price, the speed, the price going higher, right? I don't see a sign of price going higher at this rate. And if you look at Florida, I follow real estate market very closely. Florida market is really tanking. Austin, Texas has been tanking and stabilized a little bit. And Washington, D.C. area, housing has been price tanking. So there's really no sign of reflation. And that really, I think, is being giving himself a reason why he's not cutting a rate. He doesn't want to be blamed but even the first term when Trump had the tariff war going on, there was no inflation. So anyways, he keeps saying this tariff may cause, okay, there could be causing one-time price increase, very possible. But in the long run, we see steel mills building here, pharmaceutical building here, car manufacturer building here. There are going to be a lot of high pay, quality, high pay jobs for Americans, but it's not going to be shown Q1, probably not even going to show on Q2, most likely maybe Q3, Q4. So that's another reason I think this is not going to be like 2022. It's more like 2018. So if that's the case, when daily wave 5 down printed with monthly wave 4 down printed, you can load shares. And for people that older than 50 years old, like myself, um, you might want to load a little bit like a dividend, like an ETF, like HCHD, right, for income, right? So this monthly level run up, this is going to be a long run. Um, for a while, when this not so bearish sentiment, people were calling SPX 6900, right? Can we go there this year? I doubt it, but I think likely at least back to 6,200. And for monthly up run for this kind of big pullback, I really do think we may actually run to 6,500 to 7,000. And so this is the time opportunity that you can get ahead of other people, but you have to be ready, right? Okay, so that's all I have. And if you haven't read what I post in the weekly newsletter channel, I think you should. Uh, I think the feedback is relatively good. That have a lot of useful information to provide a larger picture what I see. And anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow morning.